would like to call to order the Guthrie Public Schools Board of Education regular monthly meeting for Monday, May 13th, 2019. Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Present.
Bennett Johnson. Davis.
Present.
Salee.
Here.
Watts.
Present.
Pearson.
Present.
Smedley.
Here.
Madam President, we have a quorum.
Please stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we start our meeting, will you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Agenda item number 6, student recognition.
We have with us this evening the Class 5A State Champion Boys Golf Team, and they are joined by Coach Rick Michoud. And Coach, would you feel free to introduce your team and talk a little bit about them and tell us about them a little bit.
Okay, I'll just introduce you guys. Y'all can stand up, okay? Guys, basically these are the same 6 kids that have been on our varsity golf team for the last 2 years, and they were able to accomplish something that's never been done at Guthrie before. We won a couple of other state titles, and these guys were able to go back to back, which is quite remarkable. 2 years ago, there were a handful of teams that probably had a chance to win, and we were able to play well enough to do that. This year, they kind of went into the season, especially early in the season, established themselves as the best team in 5A, and came in as a favorite, and to be able to accomplish that in those circumstances is really exceptional, okay? Jackson Ursel, stand up there. Greg Ursel, who's actually able to survive his coach throwing him off the golf cart the morning of the second day. Okay, we'll stand up. Luke Roach, hold on. Luke Roach. He's 4 medals at the state tournament, by the way, and had the low round of the entire tournament the second day. And the individual state champion, Luke Morgan. Our lone senior that's been with us for 4 years, Luke Dale. Once again, these guys, they're what I call gym rats. They're at the golf course all the time. I slipped out late last night at the country club, hopefully no one would see me, and I got caught by basically the whole golf team. They're still out there playing golf. So it's what they love to do. They're good friends. We want to thank you guys for having us here tonight. Bob Simpson, thanks for having us. I want to thank all the administration for all the Coach Chappell. Pretty much if we need something, he makes sure we get it. The country club here, Chris C., which is a 98 state champion here at Guthrie. Out the club out here, they help us every chance they get. Also, the golf club at Edmond, they're really good to us. They let us practice down there all the time, which is a real good situation for us. Our other coaches, Coach Rice, who's a girls coach, also helps us out whenever we need it, and Coach Sean Morgan. Some other guys, Bo Robbins is our booster club guy, and he pretty much is the anchor for the whole golf program. He takes care of anything we need. Nate Brown, also a 98 state champion here, custom deal here in town. He helps us out a lot. All our sponsors and our whole sponsors. We also host the Blue Jay Bash, which has blossomed into the biggest high school tournament in the state. This year we had 216 players playing 36 holes. Dee Benson here, he's one of our marshals. His dad has been for a long time. I know most of you know John Benson. The Blue Jay Bash would be impossible without John. She pretty much takes care of all that we need. We also want to thank everybody coming down and watch us play. These guys have outstanding families. The Dales are here tonight. Chris Earl's here tonight. Luke's grandma Sandra, I don't think she's missed a hole of golf in 3 years, including the second coming of Noah's Ark at Parkman's last year. She wrapped herself like a shower curtain and still out there, something like it. So, anyway, it takes a lot of people doing a lot of things to help these guys be successful. And ultimately, when you have talent like these guys do, and you are really hard workers and you're motivated, then that's what can happen. So. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I just wanted to say one thing about these guys. It won't be long, but I went down to the state tournament for that I got there for the last 9, but I watched under pressure, and things hadn't gone well on the front 9, but under pressure, they showed class, and they were working, they were grinding, and if you played competitive golf, you can definitely appreciate, you can see it when it's going on, and you know it's going on. They were finding a way to win, but at all times they represented this school district with class, and so I thank you for that. Very good. Awesome. Good job, young men. And you guys are welcome to stay if you want to. Or you can.
They can go back and play some more golf.
Also, I wanted to mention that these guys will be recognized by the House and the Senate on Thursday morning at the state capitol.
Oh, awesome. Very nice. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that's neat.
Okay, agenda item number 7, comments to the board by citizens registered to speak.
We have none.
Comments to the board by board members. Agenda item number 8, superintendent's report.
Okay, I've got quite a few things on this list, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot that's been going on. First of all, we had a very successful prom on April 27th at the Dominion House, and then on last Thursday, the Albert Pike Lodge honored GHS students who have achieved all A's through their time in high school. This was held at Scottish Rite Temple. Important dates coming up. Tomorrow night is the Senior Academic Awards Night at the high school cafeteria. That begins at 6:30. May 15th, Wednesday night, will be the baccalaureate service at 7 p.m. at Community Church. The 17th is high school graduation at Jelsman Stadium beginning at 7:30. And board members, we typically try to get there around 6:45 at the latest. And usually you can park by the fire station and walk through the baseball field to get there. But it's not reserved, but there's usually plenty of parking at that time. Last day of school is the 24th of May. The staff will begin a 4-day work week for June and July, beginning on June 3rd. And then I want to highlight spring sports accomplishments. We just heard about the state champion boys golf team. And obviously that's the highlight, but it's been a good spring for us, without a doubt. In fact, it's possibly the best spring that I can remember in my time in Guthrie. Girls golf finished 10th in the state tournament. Drew Dodgen was 10th. She was the 10th place individual placer. Our girls soccer team made it to the state semifinals. Baseball team made it to the regional finals. Girls track, Danae Davenport, 300-meter hurdles, finished 5th. Mercy DeMint finished 3rd in the mile. Allie Gugesberg finished 6th in the mile. Tori Wells finished 5th in the 2-mile. And the 4x800 relay team finished 2nd. And the boys track team, Trevor Salif finished 4th in the mile. J.D. Kuhnfield, 4th in the 800-meter. Trevor Salif finished 6th in the 800-meter, and the 4x800 relay team finished 2nd. That's a pretty good spring. Yes. And really proud of what they have accomplished. And what I would say is that at all times, I've been very proud of how they've represented the school district as well. The next item that I wanted to touch on is for a number of years, we have offered virtual online instruction. And we've not made a big deal about it. We've had it as an offering and an option for our students. But there have been some changes with the OSSAA rules and regulations, as well as the changing face of education in our state. And so we are ready to roll out for the next school year and start letting everyone know about the Blue Jay Academy. And this is on our website now. It's live. We will serve similar to how we have served before our Guthrie students that are receiving virtual online instruction. The difference is now, because of some of the changes with the OSSAA rules, students can, as long as they are a legal resident of our district, also participate in extracurriculars. And so they can receive all of their instruction online, but provided they are eligible with that instruction, they can also participate in extracurricular activities, whether it be band, vocal music, ag, athletics, any of those options. And we want this to be an option for our students. We want to be responsive to what our students' needs are, and with understanding fully that not every student really wants a brick and mortar experience. And so that's why we're putting this out there. And one of the distinct things that we are going to require is one day a week a check-in with an instructor, because self-paced instruction can be very beneficial to those that are motivated and can become very cumbersome to those that do not have maybe motivation that they need. And so we want to provide that with tutoring and all of the resources that we have. And so that is a change. It does not require board approval. We will probably, some of the platforms that we use, we will probably need to provide a little bit more robust platform, which will come in the form of some revised agreements with those providers. But we already have this, and we want to make sure that people know about it and know that we're here to provide as many options as possible for our students to be successful. That is my report.
Thank you. Agenda item number 9, consent agenda. Motion?
I'd move to approve the consent agenda minus item 9B.
Second. Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Do I have a motion to approve consent agenda 9B?
I make a motion we approve consent agenda item B, 9B.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Abstain.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
5 ayes, 1 abstention.
Agenda item 10, business agenda. 10A, recommendation, consideration, and action to approve teachers and administrator as listed for 2019 K through 8 remedial summer school.
This is page 99 of the packet. Obviously, the consent agenda, we've got some items that historically have come in June, but we got a head start on it, so that's why the consent agenda was so long. Item 99, this requires board approval on an annual basis when we provide summer school. If we have any questions, Ms. Walters will be glad to answer.
I make a motion we approve the teachers and administrator as listed for 2019 K through 8 remedial summer school.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10B, recommendation, consideration, and action upon amendment to renew agreement with Clearwater Enterprises for the purchase of third-party natural gas for 2019-2020.
This This is an item that we bring to you on an annual basis. We purchase our natural gas if we meet the volumes, threshold volumes required from Clearwater as opposed to Oklahoma Natural Gas because we can get it at a much reduced rate, and recommend approval.
I make a motion that we approve the amendment to renew the agreement with Clearwater Enterprises for the purchase of third-party natural gas for 2019-2020.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda 10C, recommendation, consideration, and action upon renewal with National Purchasing Cooperative interlocal participation agreement with By-Board National Purchasing Cooperative for 2019-2020.
This is a program that we have participated in for several years that allows us to purchase items that have already been, this group has already received bids, competitive bids on it, and so it's a way to speed up the purchasing process on certain items, and recommend approval. There's no cost until we purchase something through them.
Madam President, I move that we renew the agreement with National Purchasing Cooperative, interlock participation agreement for the By-Board Purchasing Cooperative for 2019-2020.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10D, recommendation, consideration, and action upon renewal agreement with Frontline Technologies for time and attendance system and ASOP services for 2019-2020.
These, both of these items we use on a daily basis. The time and system calculates for our hourly employees their time worked, and then the ASOP system manages our attendance for certified staff and support staff, as well as our substitute assignments. Recommend approval.
Madam President, I move that we renew the agreement with Frontline Technologies for time and attendance service, time and attendance system for 2019-2020.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10E, recommendation, consideration, and action upon agreement with Quality Care Labs LLC for student drug testing services for 2019-2020.
Mr. Ogle put out an RFP for services for drug testing our students that participate in extracurricular activities, and the recommendation is to go with Quality Care Labs. This is the same firm that we've used in the past.
Madam President, I move that we approve the agreement with Quality Care Labs, LLC, for student drug testing services for 2019-20.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10F, recommendation, consideration, and action upon accepting the donation of 2 benches donated by the Knight family to be placed at Guthrie Upper Elementary School.
On pages 117 and 118, we have the pictures and what the family wants to donate. And we talked about this in property committee, and having questions, Cody is here, or Ms. Davis, to answer on this.
Madam President, I recommend we accept the donation of 2 benches donated by the Knight family to be placed at Guthrie Upper Elementary School.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10G, recommendation, consideration, and action upon accepting the donation of 5 picnic tables donated by the Evans family to be placed at Charter Oak Elementary School.
This is on pages 119 and 120 of your packet, and this is also in connection with the tragic loss of our students and request by the family. Recommend approval.
I make a motion that we accept the donation of 5 picnic tables donated by the Evans families to be placed at Charter Oak Elementary School.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10H, recommendation, consideration, and action upon accepting the donation of landscaping items donated by the Chapel family to be placed at Guthrie Junior High School.
For many years, the Chapel family has maintained the flower beds in front of our junior high building, and obviously that was not possible with the construction that was going on as we started this school year. And Ms. Chapel has she's planning to hire a landscape architect, and in fact, I think she already had them do the mock-ups that we have on page 121 of your packet. This would be a donation to the school district as well. Recommend approval.
Madam President, I recommend we accept the donation of landscaping items donated by the Chapel family to be placed at Guthrie Junior High.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10I, recommendation, consideration, and action to award the bid for Fogarty HVAC equipment only.
This is on page 122 of your board packet. This is only for the equipment to replace the HVAC equipment that has not been replaced previously. We're replacing the 1996 vintage units that are there. This is being done with bond money, and we will do the installation ourselves with our contractor, Worksports, and recommend approval.
I make a motion that we award the bid for Fogarty HVAC equipment only.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10J, recommendation, consideration, and action to accept each bid as listed for lawn services for Guthrie Public Schools for 2019-2020.
These bids are tabulated on page 123 of your board packet, and recommend acceptance of the highlighted bids.
Madam President, I recommend we accept each bid as highlighted for lawn services for Guthrie Public Schools for 2019-2020.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10K, recommendation, consideration, and action to accept each bid as listed for weed control services for Guthrie Public Schools for 2019-2020.
It's on page 124 of your board packet, and it's done as a cumulative for all of the work for our district. And you can see that the low bid is Nature's Truth. Recommend that you award to that fund.
Have a motion?
Madam President, I recommend we accept the bid as highlighted for Nature's Truth for weed control services for Guthrie Public Schools for 2019-2020.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10L, recommendation, consideration, and action upon revision to District Policy G9, use of school property.
The red line master is on pages 125 to 130 of your board packet. The operative changes are, for the most part, on pages 2, 3, and 4 of that policy, which is 126, 127, and 128 of your board packet. This comes from recommendations from our legal counsel. Recommend approval.
I'd move to approve the revision to District Policy G9, use of school property.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Clegg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10M, receive bids for the purchase of $1.2 million general obligation building bond series 2019 of the district and vote to award said bonds to the lowest bidder, complying with the notice of sale and instructions to bidder.
You have at your table the summary of the bids that we received today, and we have Mr. Wolf here to answer questions. The true interest cost recommendation is with First Bankers Bank Securities Incorporated in association with F&M Bank. And John?
Good evening. No necessity to elaborate. We did receive 6 bids today, so very strong interest in this transaction. And as Dr. Simpson has stated, that basically local bank in association with First Bankers Bancorp purchased these bonds, and they showed strong interest and have called once we sent the packets out. So first tranche of $19.4 million, under 1.8%. Very happy with the interest, the number of bids, and certainly with the interest rate, and be glad to answer any questions that you have. This is just a 2-year term bond, one bullet, so it will be off the books in 2 years. So be glad to answer any questions that any of you have.
Best thing you said right there. Off the books for 2 years.
One of the things I wanted to point out, because in fact, I found this sheet, by the way. John's estimate as we projected all of these projects, for this bond sale, he estimated the interest rate to be at 2.5% and came in at 1.789. So that's good news.
Yeah.
So we're starting off on the right foot with all of this. So we need an action item, a motion on awarding the bid.
First Bankers.
Yes.
Madam President, I recommend we accept the bid offer of First Bankers Bank Securities, Inc. in association with F&M Bank for the purchase of $1.2 million general obligation building bonds, Series 2019 of the district, and vote to award said bonds to First Bankers Bank Securities, Inc. And complying with the notice of sale and instruction to bidders. I guess I should have said it.
Second.
That was good. We got it.
You got it all covered.
You got it.
Sorry.
Roll call,
That's all
please.
right.
Is there any discussion? I'm sorry. Roll call, please.
Cloud.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10N, consider and vote on a resolution providing for the issuance of general obligation bonds in the sum of $1.2 million by Independent School District Number 1, Logan County, Oklahoma, authorized at an election called and held for such purpose, prescribing form of bonds, designating bonds as general obligation building bonds, Series 2019, providing for the registration thereof, establishing the school district's reasonable expectation with respect to issuance of tax-exempt obligations in calendar year 2019, and designating bonds as qualified tax-exempt obligations, approving the form of a continuing disclosure certificate, providing for the levy of an annual tax for the payment of principal of and interest on the same, and fixing other details of the issue.
I move we approve agenda item 10N as read by the president.
Second.
Discussion. The roll call, please.
Cloud.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Agenda item 11, proposed executive session for the purpose of discussing employment of personnel, FMLA requests, resignation, separation from employment, and transfer of position requests, all set out on the personnel reports. Extra duty assignments is listed for 2019-2020. Rehiring of support personnel is listed for 2019-2020. Employment temporary contract teachers is listed for 2019-2020. Discussion of teacher negotiations for 2019-2020. Disclosure of which information would violate the confidentiality requirements of state and/or federal law, all pursuant to 25 Oklahoma statute, section 307B 1, 2, and 7.
Madam President, I move we go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay. Only items in agenda number 11 were discussed in executive session and no votes were taken. This shall constitute the executive session minutes. Agenda item number 12, vote on action as set out on our personnel reports.
I move we approve the action set out on our personnel reports.
Second.
Goes in a hurry now. Discussion, no discussion, excuse me. Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 13, action upon recommendation of extra duty assignments is listed for 2019-2020.
I move that we approve the extra duty assignments as listed for 2019-2020.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 14, action upon recommendation to rehire support personnel as listed for 2019-2020.
I move we I'm sorry. Rehire, thank you. Support personnel is listed for 2019-2020.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 15, action upon recommendation to rehire temporary contract teachers as listed for first semester of 2019-2020.
Madam President, I make a motion that we rehire temporary contract teachers as listed for the first semester of 2019-2020.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 16, recommendation, consideration, and action for statutory waiver deregulation, which allows Ms. Desi Rice to be employed as library and media specialist at Guthrie Junior High for 2019-2020.
So moved.
Yeah.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 17, recommendation, consideration, and action to accept any resignations offered since the posting of the agenda.
We have none.
Agenda item 18, discussion and possible action on new business not known about or could have been reasonably foreseen at the time of the agenda posting.
We have none.
Madam President, I move we adjourn.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Flagg.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Salee.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.